Okay, the name itself says my software is an analysis tool, right? Okay, fine. Fine. So the name itself says our software is an analysis tool. So to do analysis, what we want? To do some kind of analysis, what we want? We want data. Okay. So talking about data, data can be stored in different forms. So few companies store data in Excel. Few companies like semi MNCs, like they store data in MS Access and SQL servers. And topmost MNCs, so maximum 90% of the MNCs, they use Oracle as a database. So I mean to say, here data can be stored in different forms. Okay, data can be stored in different forms. So you can store data in a notepad file, you can store data in an Excel file. You can see here, this is a clear-cut picture, you can understand from this. So talking about the data, you can store data in a notepad file. You can store data in a CSV file. So CSV file stands for comma separated values file. Okay, CSV file stands for comma separated values file. Okay, so this is also one of the flavor of your Excel file. So it will look like a normal Excel file, but at the back end your data will be separated with comma. I can show you that here. So the drive test. So the CSV file I'm talking about is this kind of file. You can see here a comma. Whenever I place my cursor there, your cursor is displaying some text. Type Microsoft Office Excel comma separated values file. Microsoft Office Excel comma separated values file. Right. Okay. So if I open this normal Excel file, okay, so you can see here, this is your normal Excel file. So if I open this file, it will look like a normal Excel file. Okay, right, fine. So but actually at the back end your data is separated with commas. So if like I use my open with and I use my notepad file to open this file. So here if I open the same file with notepad, you can see there is a comma separation between your values. Either it is title or it is your values below. Okay. So here every value is separated with commas. That is why we call this file type as CSV file. So CSV stands for comma separated values file. Right. So this is one of the flavor of Excel, as I told you. So next one, Excel. So Excel is universal. Everyone knows what is Excel. No issues. And after this, MS Access. Okay. After this, MS Access. Right. So what is MS Access? MS Access is a file or a database. So MS Access is a file or a database? It is database. Okay. So like I used two terms here, like a file, database. So what is the basic difference between a file and a database is? So simple way I can tell you as a layman, like what is the basic difference between a file and a database is, in a file you can store limited number of records. In a file we can store limited number of records, but whereas in a database you can store unlimited number of records. You can store unlimited number of records. For example, Excel is a file. In Excel you will be able to save, you will be able to write certain number of rows only. So these number of rows will be somewhere around 10 lakhs 48,000. Okay, so if I have 11 lakh rows, I can't use Excel to read that data because Excel has a maximum capacity of 10 lakhs 48,576. right? So, but in a database, you can store unlimited amount of data. Again, whenever I say unlimited, the here size of your hard disk matters. Unlimited kada na system ki 500 GB undi, like my system has a capacity 500 GB. Okay, so I can't store 1 terabyte data there, right? Fine. So that is what here, right? So now MS Access. So you can store data in MS Access. You can see here Informix, Sybase, Teradata, DB2, SQL Server, Oracle. So now these are all the different ways you can store data. Okay, these are all the different ways you can store data. So what is SAS? SAS stands for Statistical Analysis System. So the name itself says our software is an analysis tool. To perform any kind of analysis, we need data. Okay, that data we are storing in different forms. So few companies will store data in a notepad file. So few companies will store data in Excel file. So few companies will store data in MS Access, all this stuff, right? So now we all know MS Access. Okay, we all know MS Access. So after this, Informix, next version of your database is Informix. Next version of your database is Sybase. So after that again, Teradata. Okay, after that DB2. After that SQL Server. After that Oracle. Okay, right. DB2 stands for, it's a database name. It is a database name, right? Okay, so DB2, Teradata, right? One second, guys. Fine. So now these are all your different versions of databases. Now it is Oracle. In addition to this, we have one more database. Latest database is Big Data Hadoop. Okay, so most of you might be hearing Big Data Hadoop, right? So in Big Data Hadoop has got into boom because it is a free source. It is a free source. That is why many people or many companies are trying to adopt Big Data Hadoop. Okay, right. But whereas Oracle, I need to pay suppose somewhere around 5 to 7 lakhs for maintenance. So every year license and maintenance I need to pay 5 to 7 lakhs to your Oracle company. Okay, then only they will provide all the support. For big data it is free. Okay, so mid-level companies, very small level companies will not be able to bear that 5 to 7 lakhs. So they are opting and a free source called Big Data Hadoop. But 99% clinical trial domains or banking finance domains, they will be in Oracle only because, so whenever it is free, security also matters. Whenever it is free, security also matters. So almost all big companies, they go for Oracle only, right? Right. So you can store data in different forms, right? So now using SAS, we will be able to read data from any kind of data sources. Okay. So write down the next concept, functionalities of SAS. What your SAS software will be able to do? Okay. So SAS functionalities. Basically, SAS has 4 functionalities. Okay, basically SAS has 4 functionalities. First one is your data access. First one is your data access. Second one, data management. Data management. Third one, data analysis. Fourth one, data interpretation. Data interpretation. Right. So this is the 4 important concepts. First one, data access, data management, data analysis, data interpretation. See, now I'm going to tell a very common example. Okay. So now I have some data. Okay, I have my data. I'm working for a topmost MNC. See, my company has somewhere around, supposed to say 1 lakh employees. Okay, global wide I had 1 lakh employees. So throughout Hyderabad I have supposed to say somewhere around 10,000 employees. Okay, So my manager was looking at me, so I was sitting idle. He wants to assign me.